I will leave this microphone to Dennis Westerberg. Woo! Woo!
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Dennis Westerberg. I'm very, very glad to be here. I thought actually I was going to a conference, but then I noticed this is a celebration show. Clap if this is a celebration show. Oh, that's great. Why do smart people sometimes make very, very stupid decisions? Why do smart people sometimes make very, very stupid decisions? So, have you ever been in the zone? Have you ever been the best version of yourself? Every human being is born into the zone. With that life force comes a lot of resources. And with that life force comes the zone. We are born in the zone. We are born in the paradise. Or to express it like this. We are born with the Nordic light. Nordic light is always present. The zone is always present. The paradise is always present. Happiness is the factory default setting. The problem is now, if you act down here, you won't get the result that you want. This is the reason why smart people sometimes make really, 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 really stupid decisions. Really stupid decisions. When you act down here. The problem is, you are so stupid, so you don't know that the mood elevator is down in the basement. So if you try to get those thoughts away, you just add more thinking. And you end up with a messy mind. And then you try to get more clarity by adding more thoughts. And every technique and every method there is on the market is doing that. And with the life force comes clarity and flow. So what shall I do to feel peace of mind? What shall I do to get rid of the stress? What shall I do to feel good in life? Here comes the answer. Nothing at all. The only thing you have to do is understand how the mind works. We are born with clarity and flow. So this is the mood elevator. And the mood elevator goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And when the mood elevator is here down in the basement, we feel impatient, irritated, worried, defensive, judgmental, stressed, angry, and depressed. Just an hour later, it's up here, you know. I feel grateful. I look at my wife and think, oh, I love you. But when you're up here, you're very effective. Very, very effective. You don't think, you just do. Do, 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 do. When you're down here, and this is important, that's why I'm here actually, you've got a lot of costs. Up here, there's a lot of profit to do for the company. So if the company, the employees of the company spends time up here, what can I do to move the elevator from the basement to the penthouse? Here comes the answer. Nothing at all. Because you're not in charge of the elevator. And this is the hardest problem for people to understand. It's not your job to run the elevator. It's not up to you to run the elevator. Because every time you try to run the elevator, you just suck the energy out of the battery. And if you started to trust that everything you actually need is the factory default setting of self-confidence, of happiness, of gratefulness, of everything you need, charisma, communication skills, all those skills you are born with. But then you start to think. But then people ask me, what shall I do with my dark thoughts? And the only reason people ask me that is because they don't know what thoughts are. I tell you what thoughts are. A thought is just a thought. When I was a kid, we had a riddle. It went like this. Do you know what the black stuff in a bird shit is? Do you know what the black stuff in a bird shit is? That's also shit. Do you know what a bad thought is? That's another thought. That looks real because you can see what you're thinking, you can hear what you're thinking, you can smell what you're thinking, you can feel what you're thinking, but that's still a thought. So what is the final conclusion for this speech? The final conclusion. What's the real reason that stops you from being in the zone? What's the real reason that stops you from happiness at work? What's the real reason? Here comes the real reason. You are not understanding the signals correctly. So the only thing you have to understand is the signals. So when feel stressed up, don't do anything and don't think about it. What happens then? The mood elevator is going to rise to the penthouse. And in the penthouse, you got a lot of perspective of life. You got the best ideas. You got self-confidence. You got everything. Because when you do that, understand the signals, the dark thoughts start to fade away. And then you are back in paradise. You are back in Nordic light. You are back in the zone. And when you're back in the zone, the now appears. And when you are in the now, everything is great. So I'm going to tell you now that I'm very, very grateful to be here today. And I'm very sorry that you had to spend the most important moment in your life, the only moment that actually exists, together with me. And I wish you a very, very hopeful future, even though it doesn't exist. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you. Woo! Thank you.